What happens when you combine Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing with Slime Rancher, with a complex dating and personality system, and themed around nature spirits bound by soul by a plant counterpart? Well, you get Viridarium. Insert compelling subtitle here. I haven't really come up with the full name yet, but Viridarium is set. Hello and welcome to this first, or rather zeroth, devlog of my new in-development project Viridarium, a third-person 3D anthropomorphic monster people gathering, farming, and dating simulation game. I'll tell you more about the game in this video, so make sure to stick around and subscribe to follow all the upcoming shenanigans. I'm Lopai, a 3D artist and game developer. In this general update and announcement video, I would like to go over why my former large project Devil's Guild Newcomers won't happen, at least for now, how the idea of Viridarium came to be, as well as what it's about, and what this channel will be featuring moving forward for anyone who came here mostly for the 3D tutorial. Let's begin with Devil's Guild Newcomers. For starters, the name Devil's Guild, which was formerly used for the Discord community, link in the description below, that's changed due to fear of any copyright violations. Only after I learned more about IP and copyright at an industry talk from our school, I looked at how common it is, and as it seems quite a few pieces of media feature such a name, hence the name changed to Abyssinians Guild. I know it's quite a mouthful, but was intended as a mixture of the word abyss and resonant, as in the people who answered the call of the abyss. Anyway, the game, which you may already have seen in my school semester work showcases, started inspired by Monster Hunter, lacked direction, which shifted a lot, and ultimately grew out of my control until I lost motivation to keep working on it. Having to handle both fun and engaging gameplay, as well as large-scale world building at the same time for an open-world game, was rough. I viewed it mostly as a learning opportunity and occasional fun side project, which it certainly was, but could not bring myself to ever even imagine what a finished state would look like. And a little fun fact, one of the first things I did was inverse kinematics foot placement, just because it seemed like a good thing to have and learn about. You could say I started the project on the wrong foot. So for now, I've put Devil's Guild Newcomers on ice. I don't know if I will ever come back to this game in particular, or rather would start something in the world setting from scratch, but I'm leaning towards the latter. And I've had and have big plans for the world building, though they haven't pushed towards the future. As of now, my priority lies on building a sustainable life, rather than betting all on one ever-growing world IP without content to show for it. Now on to how Viridarium came to be. At the end of last year, I decided that it was time for something new going into 2026. I was occupied with our large semester project and was playing with the idea of another solo project where I would be able to focus on design, art, and code. While working under incredibly talented art direction had its benefits, my mind wanted to do something of my own. Thus, over the Christmas break, I was coming up with and jotting down game concepts for what is planned to be my first commercial game. Personally, I love anthropomorphic and kimono-mimi characters, and what I would call monster people, combining the animalistic or monstrous with the humane. From interesting designs to narrative conflict between natural instinct and their human moral sense, prominently featured in media like Zootopia and Beastars, they have much to offer. Characters like Falling Toran from Delicious in Dungeon after the plot twist, Klaxor Princess aka 001 from Darling the Franks, Rhea Sanka from Sanka Rare Undying Love, Felix Argyle from ReZero, Albedo from Overlord, Nanchi from Main in Abyss, Elias Ainsworth from Ancient Magus Bride, Raftalia from Rising of the Shield Hero, much of the cast of That Time and Got Drinking is a Slime, Welcome to Demon School, Rumokun is a drunk return to pick up guys in the dungeon, especially after the later seasons, My Hero Academia, Miss Corey's Dragon Maid, BNA, Brain Animal, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Clever Test, Faraway Paladin, Doredro, and so many more. You got the point. I watch too much anime. All that to say, I like them. Maybe too much. But very little media displays romantic relationships between or with them. There is more to be found in adult targeted media, but its focus mostly lies on momentary pleasure, not serious romance. So that's where my imagination set off. From another game I made as a personal challenge last year called Willow Warden, the concept of hamadryad stuck in my mind. Hamadryad stem from Greek mythology, and they are a form of nature spirit whose soul and life force is bound to a tree. Should a tree be harmed, so is a nymph, and vice versa. My thought, let's take the concept and apply it not only to trees, but to all kinds of plants and fungi. What makes this especially interesting is that this way I can directly connect farming and relationship forming with one another. Players will have to take care both of the plant and the connected hamadryad. Thanks to an elective I had last semester called Mechanics of Love, I learned a lot new about romance mechanics in video games, from the origins with Tokimeki Memorial to DDLC, Honeypop, and many, many more. I'm no stranger to dating mechanics, having played quite a few dating sims, yet my horizons were widened, and especially Tokimeki had left a lasting impression on, and the wish to explore complex dating mechanics. This led to the decision to write a literature review research paper for another class in the same field, diving into the topic of emotional romantic bonding with video game characters. It seems that they can offer both a mental escape and encourage exploring one's romantic interests, as well as possibly lead to harmful mental models of and expectations in real romance. Most notably, the idea that kindness towards a character will always lead to a romantic return. Ideally, in a video game, we can enjoy a fun dating experience in a safe environment, but also not create unrealistic expectations. During the writing of this paper, I stumbled upon the author and tailspinner Michelle Clough. They have a great GDC talk titled Kindness Coins or Chemistry Casino, a new take on romantic sexual narrative design. To summarize a bit, kindness coins are a concept which describe that when the player does something kind, for example giving a compliment or giving a gift, they will receive a reward in return, may it be a romantic kiss or even spicy action. It is called Kindness Coin because, like a vending machine, for throwing in a coin, the user gets something in return. The improved proposed system is one of chances and character traits. Instead of going for a generic kindness, characters feature preferences, an attraction towards others' traits, looks, and more, which determine chances of romantic success instead of absolute guarantees. Michael Clough named this the Chemistry Casino. If you want more details or give the talk a watch, I've linked it down below. Some games already feature this kind of system, like Monster Prom. I'd like to create a game in which the player may pursue an NPC and they are able to decline, or NPCs themselves may show an interest in a player character and approach them. I believe romance is not about picking your ideal partner and recreating an envisioned relationship, but rather something that should blossom naturally out of mutual interest and intrinsic emotion. It's about respecting one another, personality and character traits and quirks, and all included. So that is Viridarium's primary goal, creating an authentic dating experience in a safe space for romantic and sexual identity exploration. Or if you'd rather just be friends with folks, that is fine too. The attraction system will provide room for both, because relationships come in many shapes. When looking for a name for the project, I learned about Roman pleasure gardens called Viridarium. To my understanding, they were either open or private decorative gardens used for social gatherings. So brides are Greek, the name is Roman. Please don't come after me with pitchforks for mixing mythologies. I'm just trying to make a fun game. As mentioned earlier, the full title will likely feature a more descriptive subtitle, something relating to love, dating, greenhouses, or drides. If you have any ideas, please write them in the comments so that I can steal them. Thank you. Dictionary also states that Viridarium can refer to a garden planted with evergreen plants or spices, a plantation of trees, or a hunting/nature preserve. This makes the title quite fitting in my opinion, and most of all, it is very unique, resulting in less search competition. Now, what do you do in the game? In short, go out and explore, find friends and lovers, return home to chill and take care of everyone in the greenhouse, doing some gardening and socializing. It will likely feature gathering resources, crafting rituals requiring the support of dryads, building and decorating each dimension's greenhouse to your and inhabitants' liking, dating minigames, and more. Details about design will be explained in future devlogs, so remember to subscribe to receive notifications about all upcoming releases. To address the elephant in the room, the main game will be 100% safe work, though I have interest in making optional adult-only content. Think of it like Baldur's Gate 3, but just plainly showing it all. Like mentioned earlier, exploring sexuality is also one of the game's goals, and there are several reasons I would like to do that. One of them being that plants have quite interesting biological sexes, if you may call it that. Some shifted based on season, some feature both in the same body. Why not let the embodiment of spirits of nature share the plant's properties, right? And if you'd rather not delve into the spice, it will be fully optional and disableable. That even a word. If you would like to learn more about the project, receive smaller updates, participate in playtests sometime in a faraway future, or chat with me in the community, feel free to join the business Discord. The invite link is in the description below. Quick notice, it is an adult-only community because of the nature of this and likely future games and content, though it is not primarily about not safe work content, which is completely opt-in. I aim to build a safe space, which means setting guardrails around the axis of NSFW and clearly dividing it from safe work content. Thank you for your understanding. Last but not least, what will this channel be like moving forward? First of all, Viridarium. I would love to share the development process with you while building interest around the game. Overall, I have always intended this channel to be a crossover between making games and 3D art, so I hope you're here for it too. I still plan on making the occasional tutorial, especially on topics that I'm currently working on actively for my game, like, for example, how to re-unwrap quickly, or how to batch export assets using Blender's collection export, just to name a few ideas. It has been a while since the last one, admittedly, but now there's more on the horizon. If you already have any ideas for Viridarium, maybe a cool subtitle, an intriguing game mechanic you'd like to see in the game, or anything else, feel free to let me know in the comments or in the Discord. I want to say thank you. Thank you for all your support, all the kind comments, for joining me on this ride. And with that, welcome to the journey.